What's up guys, and welcome back to the Banowi channel. I'm at a Red Robot at the moment, and we're on our way to go pick up the boat at Brent's place. It's gonna be a sick day. It's a late launching about 1 o'clock or 12 o'clock, and very keen, very excited. Got Villy, Paul and Luke joining us on the dive today. Reports yesterday are really good for bluff, so let's hope that we get some clean water and that we can shoot some big fish. Check you guys out. So after skippering a bit, Luke and Villy decided it was my turn to get in the water. They'd done a few drifts, hadn't seen much, the viz wasn't too great, and they said there's lots of fish down there but nothing really worth shooting. So I decided to give it a bash, headed down on my second drift here, and as you can see there's a cuckoo bass swimming away from me. Nice little goatfish coming in the back there. I was after that cuckoo bass. Cuckoo bass are nice eating, and sometimes they can be fun in games trying to get them in and to shoot them. They're not as tough as the ones from the Eastern Cape, otherwise known as the Cape Knife Jaw. Very similar fish, however that dive couldn't get him to come in. He was very wary of me, and I decided second dive, go straight down to the bottom, plant myself on the bottom, and do as little movement as I can to try and get this guy to come in. This became my goal. Do a bit of Ryan Myers style diving. Very stealthy and very technical, and you push your breath hold a little slight bit. Looking around for this guy, there he is, coming over the back of my shoulder, very sneaky. So I just keep doing what I'm doing, looking out the corner of my mask there, starting to grunt a little like Ryan Myers would do, get my head down, and really enjoyed that last little movement. Came swimming right up to me, and I managed to put in a nice shot right behind the pectoral fins there. I was really stoked at this dive. This was a very technical dive. Pushed my breath hold a little bit and just had to be super stealthy and careful of every movement I made. No bumping the gun, no big movements with my fins, and that enabled me to land this nice little fish.
It's not huge.
So as I said, today's diving was pretty hard. We had to scratch fairly hard to find some good fish or fairly decent fish to put a spear in. And other than that, it was very much looking around and just taking in the beauty of the reefs. As you can see, we landed in, and Villy and I landed in a nice little amphitheater looking section here where it had some caves pointing out towards each other. The reef was really teeming with life, but there wasn't much going on. So we decided to move spots, and we were working the water column, moving slightly in depth, and as you can see the reef is a very different structure here compared to the last one, and lots of little fish around, lots of tropical fish. Fish were really inquisitive. I had this old lady come right up to me, just give her a little nudge there, hello, and a few surgeons around, just really scouting around. Oh, all of a sudden I had this nice shoal of black-tip kingfish coming in on me. They were really high up in the water column, so I did a few hard kicks towards them. I do, however, have a 1 meter gun in my hand, and just a bit out of range right at the end of my breath, and just tried to take a pot shot there. Didn't quite work out as I anticipated. That wasn't too much of a loss, as I know these guys are quite inquisitive, and I was hoping on my next dive if I can be a bit more stealthy and try and intrigue these guys to come back. They'll definitely make an appearance. So I headed straight down to the reef and looked for one of these little cracks. Decided to sink my body in there, hide my fins away, hide the rest of my body, and really just tuck down low and get the fish super inquisitive. And when the little fish get inquisitive, the bigger fish get inquisitive. They want to come in and see if they can get a quick and easy meal. So you can see the fish are really swimming around here, and there seems like there's been game fish coming through. So just want to hide myself, get the fish relaxed, get them to come back in. I've disturbed them. Unfortunately, I had a few bubbles coming out the top of my hood. I should have probably released when I was coming down. Generally, when you get down to the bottom, you try and do as little movements and as subtle movements as you can. Then look right up at the top of the water column there, and a nice little black tip kingfish comes in. I do a few grunts, and right up to him, get a nice shot again. Placing a shot on these guys can be pretty tricky. They're super strong, not so much when they're small, but when they're a bit bigger, if you don't get a good shot on them, they can really strip your line and reef you and break you off. So yet again, I was super stoked at this fish. Diving in conditions like this isn't great, but it allows you to practice your diving style and technique, which is what I did today, and it essentially helps you to develop your skills further for when that day comes and your dream fish approaches and you know exactly what to do and how to execute the process. Luke finally got a fish on board, and that was a nice little pick handle barracuda. Really testing the aim out there with his gun. Those guys are super skinny and super fast in the water. On our way to our next spot, we came across an awesome loggerhead turtle. It was quite a big one. Wanted to jump in with him, but he was just breathing up and he decided to head back down. On our next drift, Luke decided to skip it for us. He said, I'm going to swap out guns and try out this 90 wooden roller. Very, very cool gun. The shape to it and the buoyancy to the gun is really nice in the water. Never shot with this gun before, so I was a bit skeptical if I was going to hit a fish or not, but this thing was like a laser in the water. It was super light, super maneuverable, and very, very accurate. As you can see, there's a cheeky little yellow belly coming to eye me out there. Say what's up. A nice German was swimming around behind him. Basically stoned him. Very, very accurate little gun this. Next up, we've moved to, again, slightly deeper water, finding more and more fish as we get deeper. And to begin my descent, on the finder we had some good showing, so I wanted to see if we could be stealthy enough here and try and get something decent to come in. A few silhouettes popping up there. Got some surgeons all over the place, which is not really a bad sign of a good holding area. Got some nice tassels coming in there, got some old ladies, so this reef is really good. So I wanted to hold out a bit and see if there's something different coming in. Lying on this ledge, and straight away a spadefish comes in, and I'm really just going to take this guy. As I took the shot, he decided to turn. I wasn't too sure if I was going to keep him, but it turned out I pretty much stoned this guy. Shot him like a shish kebab, and as you can see, went from the tail all the way to the pup there, gave him a little unicorn.
How was that shot? You said as I shot it. Check. The bomb hasn't opened yet.
Thank you so much for joining me on another diving adventure. It was great fun. We all had a blast out at sea, as always. If you like what you see, please leave a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, as well as leave a comment. Let me know if you want to see more of this content or if I should change things up. That would be greatly appreciated, and hopefully next time we can catch you again. Bye.